Okay, welcome to the session. Good morning, students. Now today's class we discussed about addressing modes. Okay, what is addressing modes? Addressing modes are mainly useful in order to explain and to determine the effective address or operands. Okay, what is the addressing modes? Addressing modes means already we know the instruction formats. Instruction format means that we have to specify the address. Whatever the calculation done by the user, we have to identify it by using this addressing modes. We have different types of addressing modes. Later we discussed that. Okay, addressing modes means we have to determine, mainly we have to useful in order to perform and also determine the effective address or operands. Okay, whatever the operation, it can be done that is stored in the resides in either in memory or in the register. Okay, in that memory we have to find out by using the addressing modes. Okay, here the addressing modes specify the rules of interpreting or modifying the address fields of the instruction before operands is actually referred. Okay, the addressing mode specifies the rules of interpreting or modifying. Interpreting means modifying the address of fields of the instruction before operation is actually refined. Okay, computers or uses the addressing modes techniques for purpose of accommodating one or both of the following provisions. Okay, here we have to follow the two steps we have to available of the addressing modes. Okay, first one, to give the program versatile to the user by providing the such facilities as pointer to memory, counter of loop control to memory, counters of loop control, indexing of the data and program relocation. By using this addressing mode, we have to perform the calculation for these operations. Whatever the operation is, we have to user can provide these facilities. First one is pointer to memory, counter for loop control, indexing of data and program relocation. Okay. Second step is to reduce the number of bits in addressing field of the instruction. Okay. To reduce the number of bits in addressing fields in the instructions. Okay, these are the two steps by using the addressing modes techniques we have to available later for these addressing modes. Okay, these are the different types of addressing modes. Here we have the 11 types of addressing modes. Okay, this is the implied addressing mode, immediate addressing mode, registered addressing mode, next register, indirect addressing modes, auto increment, auto decrement and direct and indirect, relative and indexed addressing modes are available in the addressing modes. Okay, first one we have to see the implied addressing mode. Okay, in this mode the operands are specified implicitly in the definition of the instruction. Okay, the implied mode can be defined in instruction itself. Okay, implicitly means in itself it can be stored the information. In this mode, the operands are specified implicitly in the definition of the instruction. Okay, this figure is identify the implicit mode of the addressing mode. Here we have to take opcode, mode and address. Opcode, mode and address. Okay, implicit mode contains the clear accumulator. Okay, implicit mode contains the clear accumulator and also complement accumulator. It can be defined two types. Implicit addressing mode, it can be done operation of instruction itself only. Okay, it contains clear accumulator and complement accumulator. Clear accumulator means in register any content of information that can be cleared. Okay, accumulator is one type of the register. Okay, that can be cleared by using this implement mode. Okay, next complement accumulator means it can be the register that can be complemented. Okay, either in the register the content of information is 0 or 1. 0 or 1. Okay, the content is complemented by with respect to 0 or 1 or 1 to 0. Okay, next one is immediate mode. In this mode, the operand, in all arithmetic modes, we have to perform the operations on operands only. Okay, we have to perform the operations on operands only. That operation is stored in the memory or in the register. Okay, that's why we are using these addressing modes. Okay, immediate addressing modes means it is used to specify the instruction itself. In other words, in immediate mode, instruction has an operand field rather than the addressing field. Already we know the instruction format. It contains a 0 to 15 bits. It is a 16-bit representation. This is a from 0 to 11, it specifies the address. Next, 12 to 14, it specifies opcode. Next, what is I? I means whether it is a direct address or indirect address. This is it. What is the mode of that instruction format? We have to specify with the help of I. Okay. In this immediate mode, we have to specify what is the effective address of that register. Okay. By using this instruction format. Okay. Immediate mode instruction has an operand field rather than the address field. Okay, immediate addressing mode has contained two fields, operand field or address field. Operand field or addressing field. Implied mode, it is a operands are specified implicitly. Implicit means does not specify separately. Okay, it does not specify separately, itself only it specifies. Okay, this is a implicit mode instruction format. First here we have to specify address and then mode, next opcode. This is an immediate addressing mode. In this, the operand is specified in the instruction itself. Okay, in other words, the immediate mode has the instructions. It contains the operand mode or rather than the address mode. Here it is a specification of immediate mode. Here this is an instruction format. Okay. Next, third one is register mode. In this mode, the operands are in the register that resides within the CPU. Okay, that resides in the CPU. In implicit mode, it can be resides in the itself only. Okay, they does not specify specially. Okay, in immediate addressing mode, it can be specified the instruction itself. In register mode, it specifies the register resides. Resides means it contains within the CPU. The data of register mode that contains within the CPU. Okay, the particular register is selected from the register field. In the instruction, a k-bit field can specify one of the second register. Okay, register mode can be specify the address of that register. Okay, that information is stored in the CPU. That information is stored or resides in the CPU. Next, coming to the fourth one, register indirect mode. In this mode, the instructions specify the register in CPU whose content gives the address of the operand in the memory. Okay, in other words, the selected register contains the address of operand rather than operand itself. Okay, here also the register specifies the address of CPU. Okay, here the memory is stored in the CPU. Okay, here the address of instruction that is stored in the register in the CPU whose content gives the address of operands in the memory. In other words, the selected register contains the address of operands rather than the operands itself. Okay. In other words, the selected register. For example, you have to select the one register. Okay, it contains the address of operands rather than the operand itself. Okay, for example, you have to take one instruction format like this. Here, this is 100. In that 100, the content is 102. Next, 101, the content is 103. In register indirect address, okay, indirect means it does not specify the directly. For example, the user select the 100 address. 100 address is 102. Okay, we have to specify the direct address. What is the address of the 100 which content it can be stored, that is 102. Here in the register indirect, okay, the address of operands rather than the operand itself. Okay, here 102 that specifies the 100 that specifies the 102. Here is the 102 address, it contains 103. Okay, here 100 has a content 102. Here index is 102. This is an indirect process. This type of storage is known as a register indirect mode. Okay, next one is auto increment. Okay, auto increment and auto decrement. Okay, auto decrement or auto increment is a similar indirect mode exception that register is incremented or decremented after its value is used to access the memory. Okay, auto increment is one type of addressing modes and auto decrement is one type of addressing mode. Okay, this is similar to the indirect addressing mode except that the register is incremented or decremented. For example, we have to take 400. By using this auto incremented, this data is incremented by 400 plus 1. Next, we have to use the auto decrement addressing mode. Then 400 decrement means, that is decremented by 1 means 400 minus 1 means 399. Relating to the operation, it can be automatically incremented by 1 or automatically decremented by 1. Okay. Next one is direct addressing mode. In this mode, the effective address is equal to the address part of the instruction. Effective address mode equal to the address part of the instruction. The operand resides in the memory and its address is given directly by the address field of the instruction. Okay, direct addressing mode, it specifies directly its effective address. It is equal to the address part of the instruction. The operand resides in the memory. What are the operations are useful by using these operands? Okay, whatever the operation it can be done by using these operands. This operands information is stored in the memory. Okay, and address is given directly by the address field of the instruction. In this, the address is directly given by the address field of the instruction. That's why it is known as a direct addressing mode. Next, indirect addressing mode. In this mode, the addressing field of the instruction given the address where the effective address is stored in the memory. Okay, where the address is stored in the memory. Okay, control fetches the instruction from the memory and uses its address parts to access memory again to read the effective address. Control fetches the instruction from memory and uses its address part to access memory again to read the effective address. In previously we have to see the direct addressing mode. Like that, indirect addressing mode, it does not provide the address directly. Okay, indirectly we have to provide the address in direct addressing mode. In indirect addressing mode, it does not provide the address directly. Okay, with the help of addressing stored in the memory, effective address stored in the memory, we have to find out the address of the operands. Okay, where the effective address is stored in the memory. Okay, we have to identify the address with the help of effective address of operand. We have to identify that address of the indirect addressing modes, address of the memory. Okay, that is known as a indirect addressing mode. That control fetches the instruction from memory and use its address part to access the memory again to read the effective address. In indirect addressing mode, we have to specify the address of that memory. We have to utilize in the addressing part access memory to read the effective address. In indirect addressing modes, what we have to identify the operands, what is the operation we have to identify with the help of effective address. Okay, we have to read the effective address. With that effective address only, we have to identify what is the address of that addressing mode. Okay, next one, coming to the next addressing mode, relative addressing mode. In this mode, the content of program counter is added to the address part of the instruction, okay, in order to obtain the effective address. Okay, relative addressing mode is the content of program counter. What is a program counter? Program counter means it can hold the address of next instruction to be executed. Okay, the content of program counter. Okay, program counter does it can hold the address of next instruction. It can hold the next address of next instruction to be executed. To add the address part of instruction in order to obtain the effective address. In relative addressing mode, here the program counter we have to identify the content of the register. Okay, in order to obtain the effective address. What is the performance of program counter? It holds the address of next instruction to be executed. It can obtain the effective address. With the help of, in this relative addressing modes, the program counter can obtain the effective address. Can do the address of the effective address. It can obtain the effective address. The program counter helps to obtain the effective address. Okay, next one is index addressing mode. In this mode, the content is index register is added to the address part of the instruction to identify the effective address. Okay, already we know the index. Okay, for example, we have to take the textbook. In that, what is the topic? Okay, in first unit there are 2 chapters. In first chapter they have 10 topics and second chapter has 10 topics. This is the indexing. Like that only in addressing modes, or we have to easily identify by using this index addressing mode. Okay, what is the index of that memory? Okay, we have so much 496 words, means 16 bits register or 8-bit register. We have to identify clearly with the help of indexing. Like in the textbook also, we have to identify the text with the help of index of that textbook. Okay, what unit, what topic, in which page number. Okay, like that only we have to identify the index register with the help of effective address. This is known as the index addressing mode. Okay, next one is base register addressing mode. In this mode, the content of base register is added to the address part of the instruction to obtain the effective address. This is similar to index addressing mode. Okay, base register addressing mode is a 11th addressing mode. In this addressing mode, the content of base register is added to address part of the instruction to obtain the effective address. In every addressing modes, one common point is arising. What is that? In every addressing mode, we have to identify the effective address of that register. Okay. In this is similar to the index addressing mode, except that register is not called as base register instead of index register. Okay, this is similar to index addressing mode, except that the register is now called as a base addressing instead of index addressing mode. Here, why we call it as instead of index register as base register? Here, this is a base register is added to the address part. Okay. Base register is added to base register is added to the address part. That's why we call it as a base register addressing mode. This is similar to the index addressing mode. We have to identify with that index what is the effective address of that addressing mode. Okay, now it is called as base register instead of index register addressing mode. Okay, this is a memory. Okay, this is a memory. Okay, here we have to follow the 11 addressing modes. Okay, this is a numerical example of the addressing mode. is a numerical example of addressing mode. This is a numerical example of the addressing modes. Here we have to, this diagram is already we seen in the previous earlier classes. This is a type of instruction format where this is the address of the registers. Okay, 200, 201, 202 and so on, 399, 400, 500, 600, 702, 800. These are the address of that register. In that address in 200 it is this is available for the implied addressing mode. Okay, likewise every addressing mode we have to implement this numerical addressing mode. Here we have to take some register, program counter. Okay, here one type of register, here exclusive register, this is a accumulator. Okay, this is a register indirect. Okay, likewise we have to perform the calculations on these numerical addressing modes. These are the address 201, 200, 201, 202, 399, 400 and 500, 600. These are the address of the memory. In that address of the memory there are the instructions to be done. Here load accumulator, in that mode is placed. Okay, address of 500, next instruction. Okay, next 450. Okay, for the address of 400 it is placed as 700. The address of 500 it is placed as 800. The address of 600 it is placed as 900. By using these level addressing modes we have to define the numerical addressing modes. Here we have to take the 4 types of register: program counter, RI, register, indirect address and exclusive register and accumulator. Accumulator, it performs the general purpose calculations. Okay, accumulator, it is denoted by AC, it performs the general calculations. Okay, this is a tabular list of numerical example. These are the addressing modes. Next, effective address and the content of the accumulator. Okay, in previous diagram we have to see the address and memory. Likewise, which addressing mode we have to utilize this effective address and content of the accumulator. Okay. Okay, for example, this is a direct address, immediate address, upper indirect, relative, indexed, register indirect, auto increment and auto decrement. Okay, this is a memory. Okay, here we have to specify the address 200, 201 like that. Okay, in direct address, the effective address is 500. In this 500, the content is 800. Okay, likewise, by using these numerical examples of the addressing mode, we have to specify this tabular list of the numerical examples. Okay, these are the addressing modes. Some of the addressing modes. In that addressing modes, this is the effective address. What is the address of that? Direct address has 500, immediate address has 201, indirect address has 800 and relative address has 702. In indexed address has 600. In register it does not specify any effective address. In register indirect there is effective address is 400. In auto increment that is 400. In auto decrement that is 399. In 500 of direct address, the content is 800. Okay. In immediate operand, 201 is the address. In that 201, the content is 500. Like that, we have to implement the table which addressing mode has effective address and what is the content available in that address. Okay. This is a table that is represented by using the numerical addressing modes. This is a numerical example of addressing modes. With the help of this table, with the help of this diagram, we have to implement the table of the addressing modes. Okay, these are the address. This means 399. 399 has a content is 450. Likewise, we have to implement that table. Okay. In this class, we discussed about the addressing modes. Addressing modes are mainly useful in order to perform the and also determines the effective address or operands. Okay. In that operation that is stored in the memory or in the register. With the help of addressing modes, we have to specify what is the address of that every content that is stored in the memory. Okay, we have several types of addressing modes: implied addressing modes, immediate addressing mode, register addressing modes, register direct addressing mode. Okay, register indirect addressing modes, and also direct, indirect, and auto increment, auto decrement, index register, relative addressing modes, and base register. These are the types of addressing modes we have to use it internally in the computer for easily identifying of the address of that register. Okay, thank you.